Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So there was a big conspiracy, one of the biggest ones in American history would be revolving around the John F. Kennedy assassination. And in our society, that would be like, when you talk about conspiracy theories and all the stuff, JFK, it's a big one and stuff. So I see a lot of the similarities about what's going on in the Michael Jackson situation into the JFK conspiracy stuff. And I don't want it to slip into where it's just a conspiracy. I actually have the answers. I can explain everything. But what's happening now is it's just going to it's going to slip into this kind of thing. Without my story, this is what you're going to have. It's just going to be a big JFK conspiracy thing throughout history.
When he's arrested, Marina buries him with the public. Her description of him is that of a psychotic and violent man.
She's talking about Lee Harvey Oswald. Now, this is his wife after he's been arrested. And so when she's arrested, she buries him. Okay, so think about the similarities in Michael's life. Okay, so when Michael's first accused of being a pedophile, LaToya buries him. She starts saying, oh, he's crazy. He's been going after these kids, a predator. Okay, see the similarities of what was occurring and how it occurs and stuff. Very, very okay. Now this is the movie, but the movie is following along real life timelines and things like that. Okay, but so that's the thing in the movie. Obviously, this is an actress. This isn't, but they put it here because probably the original one would be in black and white. And plus they can't use the original one. You're making a movie, you have to copy it and stuff. But the movie followed really good along the actual events and stuff that happened.
I have too much facts and
facts. And see, they use that keyword facts. So I got the facts, the facts. And that's why all these people, facts don't lie, people do. It's like these stupid little things. I got too much facts. These are just, they're not dealing with anything. They use these stupid little code words, and these affect the stupid people. The stupid people think that this is real and stuff. They believe, she got the facts, She's on the inside. She must know. She got the facts, And it's the same thing how they do with the Michael Jackson.
And facts tell me that Lee shot Kennedy.
After they kept her locked away for 2 months surrounded by federal people and fearing she'd be deported back to Russia. Right? The poor woman was probably suffering from nervous exhaustion. They taught her how to answer. That's like with LaToya, with all the stuff she was going when she was accusing Michael, she was being taught how to give those answers. All of them are taught. When you talk about Michael Jackson, he tells you clearly that when he was brought into Motown, he was taught how to answer everything. All this stuff, he tells you everything. It was all lies. Everything about what they're saying, he was trained. He was taught how to answer, taught how to give interviews, all of that stuff, just like how they do here. And when they think she's ready, they buy new dresses, polish her appearance, and wheel her out on cue.
I would like to thank the Warren Commission.
Oswald was no angel, that's clear. But who was he?
I'm lost, boss. What are we saying here?
We're saying that when Oswald went to Russia, he was not a real defective. That he was an intelligence agent on some kind of mission for our government, remained one until the day he died. That's what we're saying. See, see, the simple statement of the facts about what he's saying is like me. I can say simply, this is what I'm saying. I can say that the facts prove that the Jacksons moved into Diana Ross's house once they signed with Motown. The facts prove, like Michael Jackson stated in his Moonwalk book, that Diana Ross would specifically take him out alone and train him in the ways of the world, in art, teaching him how to paint and stuff. I can show the facts prove that on the Merv Griffin show that Diana was appearing on, Michael was in the audience by himself to prove that she was taking him out alone and they were having these personal experiences together. I can show the facts, the actual facts, what the facts actually prove. And I say that those facts of that case right there proves the song Billie Jean, and explains the song Billie Jean. And it explains, stop. The actual facts. That's what I say. It's just like he says here. He says the facts proves that Oswald was an intelligence agent. And if he went to Russia, he had to be acting as an intelligence agent that whole time. When he came back to America, he was always an intelligence agent. If he gets involved in the assassination of John F. Kennedy, he had to be acting as an intelligence agent the whole time. And so like with my story, it's like how I say with the Billie Jean song, it's like, okay, if Diana Ross tells, like how Michael says this happened much too soon, it's like, and then Michael later on becomes Peter Pan. It's like, okay, well, if Diana Ross there tells him the truth, Like all of the facts of the case shows that the motive and opportunity is set right there, and they both documented all that in history. Okay, if that happened, what would that have done to Michael Jackson's psyche? What he had to live with, the reality of what he had to deal with and stuff. So I'm not making that stuff up. That's reality of the situation, you know? And I can clearly say, it's like, that's how Billie Jean, because I have the real facts. I deal with facts. I'm not like somebody saying, oh, well, it's the government. Well, no, oh, it's the Jacksons. Well, what about all the Jacksons? No, I deal with the facts. I don't deal with I don't focus on the lies. I focus on the facts.
Therefore, because Oswald pulled the trigger, the intelligence community murdered their own commander-in-chief. Is that what you said?
I'll blow you one better, Bill. Maybe Oswald didn't even pull the trigger. Nitrate tests indicate he hadn't even fired a rifle on November 22nd. And on top of that, they didn't even bother to see if the rifle had been fired that day.
He had his palm print on the weapon.
Well, it went to the FBI, Bill. FBI didn't find a goddamn thing. It comes back a week later and one guy in the Dallas Police Department suddenly finds a palm print. For all we know, it could have been taken off Oswald in the morgue. There's no chain of evidence.
See, there's no chain of evidence. That's like the key. That's how the people, the actual people who, the way it speaks and stuff, the way they speak. And the guy speaking there, that character is he's playing a character of Jim Garrison, who was a district attorney of New Orleans. He was actually the only person to actually bring a trial in the John F. Kennedy assassination. He actually brought a trial against somebody for a conspiracy against the murder of John F. Kennedy. That's what this movie's actually about. It was about the investigation that was being done by Jim Garrison into the murder of John F. Kennedy, and he had found that there was a conspiracy plot, which he had found that there was CIA officers and stuff, and he had said that the CIA officers had connections to Oswald. That's what they showed in the movie and stuff like that. So, and that's why they're saying Oswald was a CIA agent and stuff like that. But how it gets portrayed to the public, and then now you have all this portrayal of how it's portrayed to the public, right? And then you have the facts, and then you have all the conspiracy stuff, and then so through there, how does the public ever join together on what facts is reality and stuff? It's like the only way you got to stop dealing with your opinions, and you have to deal with facts. Facts. Facts is all that is what matters, and that's what I deal with.
I never could figure out why this guy orders a traceable weapon to this post office box when he can go into any store in Texas, give a phony name, and walk out with a rifle which can never be traced.
To frame him, obviously.
There's a lot of smoke there, but there's some fire.
We're talking about our government here.
No, we're talking about a crime, Bill, pure and simple. Y'all gotta start thinking on a different level like the CIA does. Now, we're through the looking glass here, people. White is black, and black is white. Just maybe Oswald is exactly what he said he was. Apache.
White is black, and black is white. We're through the looking glass here, people. Gotta start thinking on a different level like the CIA does. You know, obviously I see why the kids can't understand anything of what I'm dealing with, and the level of intellectual presence of what I bring. They just, they can't do it with this. Okay, so look at what he says about like Oswald. Maybe he was just what he says he was, a patsy, okay? What's Michael Jackson say he was? Peter Pan, living in Neverland Ranch. Look at how he says, why would Oswald order a gun that can be traced when he can just walk into any gun store in Texas and just buy a gun that can never be traced? To frame him, obviously, okay? So, Michael Jackson, why would Michael Jackson live in the Neverland Ranch and start calling himself Peter Pan, okay? Remember, he has the fake relationship, which leads to him having the fake marriage with Lisa Marie Presley, okay? Why would he do all of that stuff, which leads up to the fake marriage with Lisa Marie Presley, when the guy's the rock star god who can have his choice of any women, biggest star in the world? The abundance of women that would have been coming out of him would be massive. But what does he choose to do? Where does he choose to be? He puts himself in the Neverland Ranch, calling himself Peter Pan. You know, and how does that happen from all of the stuff of, the stuff that what you guys think the true story is? And so, that's the problem. You guys think that it's a fact because it's a fact that Michael was raised in the Jackson's house. But it's your opinion that he looks like a Jackson, and it's your opinion that he's actually a Jackson. That's only your opinion because you trust them. You're trusting them. That's not a fact. It's not actually 100% proven, documented fact. And I've shown that they're lies and stuff. Just how Catherine says how her mother came up with the name Michael. Right there, just putting that wrench in there shows you that something right there happened to Michael that was different. Joe didn't name his own child. Right there, they're telling you that something different happened with Michael. So I can show you all from the patterns of everything that there's something different with Michael. He was obviously the different one. There's always something different with him. And then it's so different as an adult. What does he do? He's calling himself Peter Pan and living in Neverland Ranch, which is related to orphans. Why would this kid of this large family have this passion of this orphan and this Peter Pan stuff? Maybe he's just like what he says. He's Peter Pan because that's who he really is. He's like an orphan. He's not part of the Jackson family, just like I keep proving. All the real facts prove it. I just have to get people to be able to deal with the real facts and stop coming at me with your opinions. It's your opinion that Michael looks like the Jacksons, and your opinion is based upon the fact that you saw it that way his whole life. Now, you saw it that way his whole life and for your whole life. That's the way you saw it. You have to deal with the fact of the reality that effect affected you. It affected you people in a way that you people aren't able to get past and just say, hey, that's right, that's an opinion. It's not a fact. It has to be proven as a fact. And I'm clearly showing that Michael's different. And when he's different and he's showing he's living on Neverland Ranch, the difference of everything, hanging out with Diana Ross, all this stuff of what I've shown, that the real facts show maybe he's just who he said he was, Peter Pan.